This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and he is the Amir Khan. What a pleasure to... Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. That hook had to hurt. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
A shot from... 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your breath.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
God, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was it.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Amir Khan in some real trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. You were thinking.
All that work.
Here we go. It's round two. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
God, I love faces. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches at you echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Here's a counter shot. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can't score with that jab. It's bombs away. Insane action. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Relax now.
Switch on, get your boxer back together, and put him back in his place.
Look, you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Can't score with that hook again. Good defense stopping that jab. A perfect counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Amir Khan is rocked. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Here we go to the 4th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Tog, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They block that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. These punches coming from every angle. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Khan in that last round.
This fight, you've completely switched up.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes... It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will you continue?
back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Through the hook, didn't land. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. It's not over. Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missed with that jab. He blocks that jab. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round.
Get your mind back.
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nobody home with that hook. Nice job by him to block that jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much firepower here. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Here we go with these two lightning quick lightweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight? They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez going to go down? A pretty lopsided. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of 71 inches. And facing him in this bout, Amir King Khan, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, and he's got that reach of 71 inches.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes.
And it's the King. Amir. This back. A lot of trash. So here we go. Should be a good one. Right hook is finding its target. Lands the jab. Catch and shoot. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You see the nerves of a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They blocked the hook. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Missing with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work.
Back into it. That was a terrible round, that is.
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just get
Up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
On to the second round. Well, they got back. This fighter's always on. That will do it. They want no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really... And it's...
This...
All the talk. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? How did he absorb that hook? Whoa, ay caramba! Julio Cesar Chavez in trouble. We were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
We have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. That right hook won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance.
You're still landing your power shots.
And there's the bell to start round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Just missed with that hook. The only fear you have with this fighter these two have certainly... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. They threw the hook. It didn't land. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud. And it's the king.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up...
Here we go for round 1. He got out of the way of that right hook. An uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. You want to know what it feels like to have Terrence Crawford hit you below the belt? Well, just ask Amir Khan. That's what happened the first time they fought, as Khan had to retire.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I've ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with it? Then now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realise that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed, because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Can't score with that hook again. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Win the round. Get back behind the jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. He was coasting.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
He's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out.
It's beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
Here we go for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Defense is not an option for these two. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bet.
That was a terrible round.
And there's the bell for round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And then we go again. Have you got complacent?
Hey, don't give him any free shots. Keep smart. Don't be looking
In the bag. Now you've let him back into it. I need you to go back out there. I need to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart.
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish.
All right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it.
Loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
Back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Straight right just misses. Do you believe what we're seeing? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good round. You feel good? Good, man.
Out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Two straights down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let...
You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
Don't get carried away. Think about the defence on the end of what you do. Good.
Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
On your jab and breathe while you're stepping on.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You'd like to see more jabs. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain of a brawl.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
No rest for the weary. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this.
There's the bell for round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. The resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Do you believe what we are seeing? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough.
Switch back on.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That jab misses. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The perfect counter lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They block the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Terrence Crawford just got rocked, and down goes Crawford. He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got to win it.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it.